Hey there, my name is Matthew Peterson. I'm a trainer at Pragmatic Works. We're located in Northeast Florida. And we do things all across the board in terms of we have on-demand learning, virtual mentoring, hackathon, private trainings. And some of the things I've come across with doing my private trainings and virtual mentoring is someone will say, hey, Matt, will you take a look at my report and see if I can make it a little bit more user-friendly? And coming across these scenarios, there's usually one tip I can always give the people that I'm helping out to make their reports better if at any moment they have put a slicer on their report page. So if you have any slicers on any report pages, whatever, I think this tip and trick is really going to help you out. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. So here's a report that we've got some basic discipline data for some school level students. And on this report, the report author has put in some different slicers to see these visuals filter down. So for example, we could come up and say, hey, we want to look at all the kids who are in no early intervention. We want to look at the high school level. And as you see, as I'm making these selections, all of my filters are being all of my visuals are being filtered down. Let's say I want to look at only my 10th graders for right now. And we'll go free reduced lunch. We'll say yes. And let's make a little bit of a date change here. And so as we do this, all these numbers and these visuals are getting filtered down, which is great. That's what we want our end users to be able to do. Make this very dynamic for them. So after they do this, they get the data insight that they want. Now they're ready to go back to see the data at the full level. Well, what do they have to do? They got to do quite a bit of work for this report. They're going to have to come on up to the intervention slicer, clear it out, click number 1. Go to the school level, clear it out, click number 2. Free reduced lunch, clear it out. Grade, clear it out. So we're up to 4 clicks now. And change the dates back to the original. So 6 total clicks right there. Well, wouldn't it be nice if we could just hit a button and it did all of that for us automatically? It would be nice. And so that's what we're going to do. And the way we are going to accomplish that is by using what is known as a bookmark. A bookmark within a Power BI report page allows you to take a specific view of your report, and based off of a click, it goes to that view automatically, just like bookmarking one of your favorite websites. So in order to do this, it's not too difficult. The first thing that we want to do is set up the page to look like the way we want it. And the other thing that we need for this page is we're going to need something for our end users to click on in order to activate the bookmark once it's been created. So in order to do that, where we're going to go is into our Insert ribbon in the upper left-hand corner. And so we're going to go to Insert. And when you decide to make a bookmark, you're going to have options. Bookmarks respect a button, a shape, or an image. And so you have free flexibility. What I want to use for today are the shapes, because these have been updated with the April 2021 release of Power BI. They've added a whole lot more shapes to it, as well as a lot more design freedom and flexibility. So I want to showcase the shapes for you today. So let's take a look here. So we're going to go with a shape. And the shape that we're going to go with, let's see what we have. We have lots of them. So I'm going to go with that nice little pill right there. So we're going to click on the pill, and it makes it fairly large and in charge. So I'm going to make this go down just a little bit here. And what I want to do is add some text to this shape. So with the shape selected, I'm going to bring out my Format Shape panel. And the first thing I want to do, which we could not do with the old shapes, but you can do now, is we can add text into the shape. And so we're going to turn the text to on, and I'm going to do something fairly basic here. Let's say reset the slicers. And then from here, feel free to explore. You can change the text size. Well, let me change the text size a little bit on this one so it's a little bit larger. But you can change colors, all sorts of things. But what I want to show you is how do we make the bookmark now. So this is the exact view of the page that I want my end users to see, with all the slicers not having any selections whatsoever. So what we'll do is make the bookmark. And in order to make the bookmark, we're going to have to get access to another panel that's off by default because it's not used as much as the other panes. So we're going to come up to the View ribbon, and we are going to click on the Bookmarks. So View ribbon Bookmarks, and now we have the Bookmarks panel. And once you have the view of your report the way you want it, you simply come on over and you hit Add. And now we have a bookmark. And we're going to rename this. I don't like bookmark 1 because I usually have 4 or 5 different bookmarks in a report, so I like to be very explicit. This is my reset slicers view. Now let's see if it works. So I'm going to make a few quick selections here. So we'll go middle, we'll change the grade to 7th grade only, and we'll change the dates around. Now I'm done. I'm ready to see if the bookmark works. We hit reset slicers view. We have magic. It is working. But this is where we run into one little issue. You're not going to have that bookmarks pane when you publish this report out to the service. Thus the need to have the button, the shape, or the image on the report itself. So what we need to now do, the last step here, is put some action onto this shape. So I'm going to hit the shape, which will get me back into, I can get rid of my bookmarks pane now. This will get us back into the format shape panel. And we're going to come on down to where it says action. And we're going to turn the action from off to on. And then we just have to say what kind of action should this be doing. Well, we want this action to be a bookmark action. And once we select bookmark, we now say what bookmark do we want it to go to. Well, I only have one here, so we're going to say reset slicers view. With that, we are done. Let's test it out. So we're going to go early intervention no. We'll pick a school level. We'll go elementary this time. And again, I can make all sorts of other slicer selections here, but to keep the brevity of this video, I'm only going to do 3. Now we come on over, we hit reset slicers, and didn't quite work. This is one of the gotchas. When you are in the desktop program, it's like the designing of your report. So when you click a button, a shape, or an image, you're automatically going to come on over and you'll see the panel that can have the formatting options for it, because it still thinks you're trying to do some changes with it. So when you're trying to test out the action of the button, see if it works, you don't select it with just a simple mouse click. You have to hold down the control key. So now I'm going to hold down the control key, hit reset slicers, and it took us right to that bookmark that we had made. Now, this shape I had put in the text reset slicers, but let's say you were using an image or something that didn't have text on it. Well, this is where when you select your shape, image, or button, you could go in and put on a tooltip for this button itself. So if I come on over into action, I could put in a tooltip that pops up when they're hovering over their shape button or image. So this is a feature I think that anyone could use. Also notice, let me mention that when you publish this out, then it is a simple click. Your end user does not have to hold down the control key in order to activate it. But I think everyone could use this in a report. This makes it easier for your end users to quickly reset those filters, less clicks, more time efficient, and I think your end users will be thanking you. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below what else you might want to see in the future. If you're interested in any kind of on-demand learning, private training, virtual mentoring, let us know as well. We would love to help you out with whatever solution you are trying to arrive at. But until then, I hope to see you in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed.